105.5 Hits FM. It's Taylor B along with you. And this morning he said he's feeling a little controversial. It is none other than my dad. Hi, Dad. How's it going?
Hey, it's me, Daddy B, back at you again this week.
Back at us again with a little bit of a controversial attitude about, well, really nothing.
Well, I'm just really upset about the state of the world right now.
What are you referring to?
Well, I mean, I have today off, and I was doing a little yard work, and I'm sweating, and I was complaining a couple of weeks ago about so much rain, and now everything is brown and dead. It's just so all over the place. But then I thought I'd take a few minutes out and go to the local bank, my branch here in town.
Okay.
And I went to the teller, which I never do because with internet banking and all the rest of it. And I just need a new debit card because my debit card is basically in half from overuse.
Well, okay. That's fair.
You know, I've never had so much trouble getting a debit card. I had to leave a blood sample.
Really?
Well, I mean, they asked me so many questions, and I guess there's just so much fraud in this world that it doesn't matter. I mean, I gave my license. It's a photo ID, and it's either Shrek or me. There's no other person in the world that it looks like. My signature's on there. Everything's on there. But there was a million questions. Where do I work? What do I do? What's my mother's maiden name? On and on and on, just for a debit card.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
But
Just
at the same
unbelievable.
time, wouldn't you appreciate somebody being so thorough and forensic if somebody was trying to steal your identity?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not upset with the teller at all. I'm just saying it's a sad world that we live in. And it goes back to all that spam mail that we were talking about last week. It's just everybody's out to get you.
Yeah.
And it's just not cool. Not cool at all. I would love to see, you know, the world powers here figure out how to tamp down on these people and really throw the book at them because it's just not cool.
People are making that their career. Identity theft and fraud. That is what they do for their living. It's insane to me.
I can barely turn a computer on. I can just imagine how much money somebody who has the knowledge to be a hacker could make in the real world just by being honest and being smart and being a computer engineer or whatever they're called. I mean, why do you have to do this? I just don't get it.
I really don't get it either. And that's a great point. You've got these skills. Why not use them in an industry for good rather than use them to fraud hardworking people?
Exactly.
Go after some of the non-hardworking people that have tons of money to just give away. They probably wouldn't even notice it's gone.
I don't get it. I don't know how that happened.
No, I don't know either. It's probably because of all the movies. Maybe
Well,
they got their ideas from the movies.
Could be. So what's going on this week?
So I have a question for you, actually, an official Ask My Dad.
Okay.
So when we were little, you moved us from a city, like a populated area, up to the North Durham area. Now, I was how old when we moved?
I don't know. Your mom's much better than
I would say it was like 9, 8, 9.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, she'll be correcting us later, but
Yeah,
you were pretty young.
I
You
was
were pretty young.
I was pretty young, but I was in school in the city I lived in. So when you made that transition, you moved my 4 siblings and my 3 siblings and I, all 4 of us, to North Durham. What did you do to integrate us into the community? Did you put us in camps? Like, what did you do to make sure that we were going to be settled in the area?
Well, I mean, the truth of the matter is we just did nothing. I mean, you know, you got signed up for the local sports and all the rest of it, but really, kids that age and parents anyway, everything comes down to the school. You meet your friends at school. Parents meet their friend group at school as well, like-minded people or whatever. I can imagine that it would be pretty hard to move into a new town when you don't have any children or your children are grown. It'd be hard to figure out how to integrate yourself and meet people and all the rest of it. But when you have young children like that, you know, just basically the school and the kids on the street and all the rest of it made some really good friends in the town and maybe some not so good friends in the town over it. So, you know, No regrets. Love North Durham, and we're glad we made the move.
So you're telling me that you literally didn't do anything to go above and beyond. You just said, all right, kids, hit the road, go to school, make some friends, and then we'll make friends through you.
Well, exactly, 100%. Do you think I'm going to be scheduling play dates and joining the crochet club, or
No.
Is that the kind of guy I am? Basically, it's just, hey, here you are, start of a new year, lots of new kids. You made friends. Next thing you know, we're friends with the neighbors, and you're having beers with the neighbors. It's simply that easy.
All right, well, we'll take your word for it. Now, something that is not easy. My youngest sister. We have to talk about her today. She is listening right now.
The one with the bad attitude, or the one with the worse attitude?
The one with the worse attitude. The youngest sister.
Oh,
so,
man.
She had an issue, and it's a hilarious issue.
Oh, yeah? Which one is this now?
Well, she returned a pair of sunglasses to me that she stole, which was fine. I didn't even know they were gone. And I said, oh, thanks for them back. She's like, yeah. I found my sunglasses. I don't need them anymore. And I was like, okay,
wow.
Great.
Wow.
So then I guess 2 days later, she's lost these sunglasses that she had found after she had stolen mine. Yeah, whatever. She's been on a manhunt for these glasses. And she chased after our middle sister, who doesn't live with us anymore, because she had a pair that was similar. So my youngest sister was stalking my middle sister, trying to get these glasses to see, like, hey, are they mine? I'm pretty sure they're mine. You've stolen them. After 2 weeks of stalking the middle sister, my youngest sister gets her hands on these glasses, tries them on, and realizes they're not hers.
Wow.
So here's my thing. I said to her, they're a generic pair of brown glasses that you buy at the cheap sunglasses place because we all are the same. We all lose our sunglasses, so we don't put money into them. And she's like, I'm on the hunt to find these glasses. So since I lose glasses a lot, I typically buy 4 pairs of the exact same glasses, 2 in my car, 2 at home, hope for the best. I hope they last 4 months, to be honest.
Wow.
I have a pair of these brown sunglasses that my youngest sister thinks she's lost. So she says to me, she goes, approximately 2 weeks ago, I've lost these glasses, and I just recently saw a Snapchat of you wearing these glasses, and da-da-da-da-da, and I must try them. And I said, okay, well, hold on. I can prove they're not yours already. And she goes, how can you do that? And I said, because I've got an Instagram photo from 6 weeks ago wearing these glasses. Pulled it up. She's like, still not convinced. You could have taken them out for a day, taken that photo, put them back, and then taken them again. And I was like, wow. Do you think I'm going to go through that much work for your knockoff sunglasses? So anyway, she has been stalking me for the last 3 days, trying to get her hands on these glasses so she could try them on to see if they're hers. Now, how ridiculous do you think she's being? Because I think she's a little over the top.
Well, I can tell you one thing. This is why the terrorists hate us. This is definitely first world problems. Are you trying to tell me you buy 4 pairs of glasses because you can't hold on to a pair of sunglasses?
I lose them like nobody's business.
So if you're losing them, doesn't that mean that they're not important to you?
They're not. I already said she could have the glasses.
Again, the world is too easy for us here on this side, in this country. And this is why we have so many problems. Let me tell you a couple things. Your youngest sister is a big dope. Who knows what she did with it? Do you know that she lost 31 bank cards in the last 12 months?
Stop, actually?
I'm telling you, there's a picture of her at the bank. She's not allowed in anymore because she's using too many debit cards. I mean, everybody knows all her details. She walks in the door, they're like, okay, you're here. Here's your new debit card. She loses it probably every 3 days. And your second sister, the middle one, I understand why your youngest one was after her, because she has the lightest fingers of all time. She goes shopping at our house. If you're missing anything, I'd be going over to her place and having a little look around. And you are the hurricane. You lose everything, and you guys have no idea what's going on. I don't know how you guys get through the day, but it's pretty funny.
At the end of the day, we're all pretty happy. Even this whole manhunt for these sunglasses has really entertained me because she's so adamant that somebody has stolen them from her. And I just want to tell her, I'm pretty sure she's lost them somewhere. She's put them down and walked away.
It's too bad we weren't on TV because I take a picture of the underneath her bed, and I'm pretty sure there's about 11 pairs of sunglasses and a bunch of other garbage under there.
Oh,
She just needs to open her eyes.
I believe it too, but she wants that pair. You know when you get fixated on something that you've lost and you cannot eat, sleep, or do anything till you find it?
No,
That's the
absolutely
situation.
not. I do not know what that feels like. The only thing I ever lose is my car keys.
Lies.
And I'm finally trained to put them in one space.
That is a lie, because what happened a couple of weeks ago when you were going to go on a business trip and I walked up to you and I said, oh, you're leaving blah, blah, and you were going through your bag, and what wasn't in your bag?
Well, that's a little different story because I outsmarted myself the night before. I put my passport in a spot where I wouldn't have to be scrambling in the morning looking for it. And, of course, I was scrambling in the morning looking for it. But you know what? That's just old age.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
No. You left your passport in that spot from the last time you went on a trip, and you're just trying to frame it like you've outsmarted yourself. I don't think that's true. I think you're lying to us right now.
No, I am not. I'm pretty close to a perfect human being.
A perfect human being that's irritated all the time? Wouldn't a
That's
perfect human
always
being not be irritated?
Well, I'm always irritated because it can ever meet my standards because I'm a perfect human being. You see how that works?
But if the world was a perfect place, it would be boring. So do you want it to be perfect?
Yeah. I'll take boring. I'll take boring and perfect.
For how long?
That would be lovely. For as long as it takes. As a matter of fact, I guarantee you, if I win the big lottery tonight, things are going to be pretty boring and pretty perfect after I spend a few bucks.
Okay, hold on. How big is the lottery and how are you dividing it up? Because, I'm going to need $2 million up front.
I have news for you. It doesn't matter how big it is. I've already got plans for it, and not sure you guys are included, but we'll see.
What? Last time you had it divided equally. What has changed since then?
Basically your attitudes, and I better be treated a lot better around here if you want me to start throwing some money around.
Who has been mean to you?
Well, I'm not really saying you're mean, but you're just all aggravating me, so you need to be on your best behaviors in case I win that big lottery.
Okay, but if you don't, can we go back to being normal?
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
All right, well, on that note, I guess we will wrap up this edition of Ask My Dad. Thanks for all the advice today, Dad.
No problem. And the last bit of advice is get out there, enjoy this long weekend, and have a great time.
Yes,
Be
and
safe.
do you want to do a little PSA, Dad?
I think you should do it.
All right. Well, if you are having a great time this long weekend, enjoying some beverages, please think before you get into your vehicle. Do not drink and drive. Call a friend, call an Uber, walk, do whatever you need to do. But please remember, arrive alive. Thank you so much for joining me today, Dad, and we will talk to you next week.
Wait. One last thing you forgot to say.
What?
It doesn't matter how smart you think you are. You're not a better driver when you smoke weed.
Oh, yes, that too. Driving impaired is a no-no. If you are impaired in any way, don't get behind a vehicle. Don't make any major decisions when you're impaired. Just sit tight. Just stay.
Sit tight, enjoy yourself, and be safe.
Yes, and on that note, we are officially wrapping up for the official third time. Thanks, Dad. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye for now.
All right, bye-bye.